Hello and welcome again to our weekly word of empowerment, bringing insight, knowledge, and understanding to empower humanity. Our theme for this series is the power of influence. Last week, we stopped at people's control is not positive influence. This weekend, we continue on signs and behaviors of controlling people. But before I go into the signs and behaviors of controlling people, I want to share with you about EmpowerMeFirst.college. We are a startup NGO based in Switzerland and aim to provide free online education to school dropouts who completed their lower secondary school. Our research has shown that most youth, especially girls, drop out of school after 9 or 10 years of schooling, often because they get married or cannot afford school fees, books, or uniform. They receive no formal trainings and don't have access to higher education. We help them bridge that educational gap with our online school. Please visit our website, EmpowerMeFirst.college. To learn more about this amazing project, we are looking for donors to help us reach out to those vulnerable groups and give them a second chance to finish their education. Now let us get into today's session, signs and behaviors of controlling people. In an intimate relationship, a controlling partner may demand to know what a person is always doing, monitor devices, social media, or email accounts, act in a jealous manner, and frequently accuse partners of cheating. Tell someone what to eat, drink, or wear. Or sometimes they stop someone from seeing their friends or families. Control someone's or sometimes they control someone's finances so that they lost access to their money. Prevent someone from getting medical care or mental health support. They use insult to break down a person's confidence, intentionally humiliate someone in public or online. They sometimes threaten to hurt themselves or others in order to get what they want. They use the use of violence to control people sometimes. Now, these controlling behaviors may appear slowly, making them difficult to detect. So they may escalate suddenly after the couple has created a good, strong bond. Now, let's look at influence. It is not a show of dominance. This is where a person or corporation monopolize the market to maintain control over people or things, like raising the price on goods that the poor desperately need during a crisis. But God clearly has a special place in his heart for the poor. His word about the poor are littered throughout the pages of the Bible. Example, in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 17, it says, "If you help the poor, you are lending to the Lord, and the Lord will repay you." And also in Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 14 and 15, it said, "Do not take advantage of a hired worker who is poor." I need to say that again. This is very important. Do not take advantage of a hired person who is poor and needy, whether that worker is a fellow Israelite or a foreigner residing in one of your towns. He said, pay them their fair wages each day before sunset, because they are poor and are dependent on it. Otherwise, they may cry to the Lord against you, and you will be guilty of sin. A show of dominance is the disposition of an individual to assert control in dealing with others to keep that individual poor and dependent on them. It is also the action of suppressing someone from becoming competitive so you can maintain control. Negative influence will lead people not to trust or respect you. This is it for today. We'll continue next week. But I want to share with you today about this amazing book that I have written. It is the evidence that demands your verdict. It asks the question, Jesus or Muhammad, who is the greatest prophet? The Christian teaches that Jesus is the greatest prophet, and the Muslim teaches that Muhammad is the greatest prophet. So for me to be fair and honest to both sides, I have investigated these two men from a biblical and Quranic perspective and read the testimonies of many Islamic philosophers, many Christian philosophers and religious leaders, and have read and searched through historical archives about these two men, who up to this day still influence the two largest religions in the world. In this book, you'll have to read through the evidence and the testimonies on both sides. And at the end of the book, you the reader, yes, you the readers will give the verdict. So please get a copy on Amazon. You can also get a copy in German. Thank you so much. Next week, I will be sharing on the power of positive influence. You need to hear this message. Next week on the power of positive influence. Now also, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. It would be an honor to have you. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. You can help me by subscribing, or please send my videos to your families and friends and encourage them to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to hit the notification button so you can continue to receive my regular videos. Thank you and have a great weekend.